The answer to today's subscriber question is that you just need to build your first funnel. The question actually doesn't ask about that at all, but I want to talk about that. So today's question that I got from a subscriber is, I'm new to the direct response world and email marketing. I've been studying the likes of Gary Halbert, Dan Kennedy, learning about persuasion and behavioral psychology. Did I mention learning and more learning? I've been stuck in the loop. However, I'm starting to build the structure, YouTube channel, Aweber, WordPress sites, and ClickFunnels, etc. My main issue is floundering around trying to find my way. Any advice, Rick? Rick. So I'm sure that there are so many people in this situation right now, and it's very much a common phenomenon. Like, you get excited about direct marketing, you get excited about internet marketing, you get excited about funnels or email marketing, you get excited mostly about the prospect of making money and having this way that you can make money and take control of your life. But at the same time, like, what you have is all these people who are selling you all of these different tactics and technologies and techniques and all these different systems and all these different surefire methods that they want to teach you for making your riches in internet marketing, right? But when I look at this, when I look at the question, and specifically the things that he says he's starting to build in terms of structure, YouTube channel, Aweber, WordPress sites, ClickFunnels, etc. Like, I have all of those things. But that's not actually what makes me money. What makes me money, what makes clients money, what makes any business that sells things on the internet money is by putting offers in front of prospects and having some of those prospects give them money and become customers. And that is not dependent on the technology that you use. It's not dependent on all these little techniques. It's not dependent on all of that. It's dependent on what today is called having a funnel. And really, a funnel, like, you can think of it as something big, and like ClickFunnels wants to sell it to you as something big. But a funnel is really just a path. It's a process that a customer follows to actually go from, like, interacting with your business for the very first time to giving you money in exchange for a product or service. And so if you want to figure out internet marketing, there is absolutely no better advice than to just build your first funnel, put your first offer out into the marketplace, just do it. Okay. So when I got started in marketing, one of the things that I did was, like, I realized that I was starting from nothing. And one of the fastest ways to get a good education was to go work with a entrepreneurial company that was selling things online. And so I worked with a computer training publisher for 4.5 years or so, where I was deeply involved in marketing and selling their training. And getting a job was actually a great way to getting a job in a small business where I was deeply involved with the marketing and selling of the products, I'll note, was a great way to learn marketing, because I learned everything I needed to know, and I stepped into a system that was already functioning on some level, so I could provide a contribution to it, but I wasn't being forced to learn it all from scratch. Like, I could start by picking up pieces of what they were doing, and then I could make it better through my own learning and contribution. You can also do this through something that I call, like, a sandbox side project. And a year or two into that, my dad was actually selling a foam wing cutting video for model airplanes on eBay. And he'd been selling it for a few years. And it was just a 2-hour video recorded in his shop about his unique method of how to cut foam wings for model airplanes. And he told me one day that the sales were really tapering off. Like, he used to sell this thing for like $30, but then people were, in the auctions, people were bidding less and less. And eventually it got down to, he was basically doing it as a public service once you factored in the cost of shipping and all of that. And so I said, well, what if we do something different? What if we actually create a website, and I know how to create a website now, and I'll create a WordPress website, and I'll write a sales letter, and I'll get people to opt in for like email tips on how to cut foam wings for model airplanes. And in those email tips, I will link them back to the website and the sales letter, and we'll try selling this online. And the other thing I should note about those eBay auctions is you went from being able to list multiple videos at once and have them all sell for 20, 30 bucks to only being able to have one at a time lasting for like 2 weeks, selling for about $5. Well, we launched this website and I put a little bit of money into Google Ads, and very quickly we started selling 5 or 6 videos a month at $30 a piece. And it would never make you rich. Like, that's not a big enough market to make you rich, but it was a great sandbox side project where I had complete control over the entire marketing process, and I could figure out what I needed to learn in order to be effective at internet marketing. And so that plus the job made me develop a lot of skills that I would not have developed otherwise, that I've then been able to apply in client businesses. I've been able to apply in my own business, and now it's second nature for me to understand how to structure and build a funnel. But it all comes back to that decision. Like, you have to stop like chasing technologies and buying the latest offer because somebody puts a technique or tactic or technology in front of you and says that this is your magic pill. Well, when you buy that magic pill, all that you're doing is making them rich. You need to build some kind of sales process online, call it a funnel. Build your first funnel if you want to actually learn what is important about all of what you've been learning when it comes to internet marketing. And what you're going to very quickly discover is that you need to answer some questions. You need to make a few decisions. Number one, you need to answer, like, what are you actually selling? What product or service are you selling? What value are you able to provide to the marketplace, and to whom? Like, who is interested in buying that product service? Where can you find them? Where can you connect with them? Where can you attract their attention that you can then redirect towards your funnel? What problem are you solving? What is your unique solution to that problem? Like, for example, with that how to cut foam wings for model airplanes, my dad had a very unique and very affordable bow for cutting foam, and it's a process, right? But part of the video, part of what made it so unique was nobody else was teaching this bow. Nobody else cut foam wings like he did. And it was super simple, super straightforward, super easy compared to everything out in the marketplace, super affordable compared to everything in the marketplace. And he was able to package up everything in the video and make it available as something that you could watch. So he was uniquely solving this problem for the small group of modelers that cut their own foam wings for model airplanes. And then we had to decide, like, what's the customer path? What are the action steps that they have to take? Okay, they're going to be on Google and they're going to search for how to cut foam wings or cutting foam wings, or, a dozen, 100 different keywords around that topic. And then from there, they're going to come to our website. Our website's going to both have the sales message immediately available to read, because this was like way back in the day when you could put that on the front page of your website. But then also, it's going to have an opt-in for email tips about how to cut foam wings. And we made those actually useful tips. Like, we gave away the design of the bow, but we said it's all explained in how to do it in the video, right? So they arrived at the website. They could either buy right then, or they could sign up for these tips to get more information on how to cut foam wings. And then from there, we sent them back to the checkout page. And from the checkout page, they would purchase. And then depending on, early on, we actually were sending, this was a while ago, we were actually sending VHS. And then we skipped DVDs entirely, and we made it available for download. But there was a customer path of these physical action steps that they had to take. And then it required me, like, once I had that as an idea, then I had to build the path. I had to write the sales letter. I had to write the email tips. I had to put it into WordPress. I had to put the e-commerce system in place. I had to get an Aweber account so that I could publish the email tips. I had to create the opt-in form on the web page. I had to do all those things. And then through the emails specifically, I was able to get them back on the path. So once somebody arrived at the website once, I was able to bring them back into it and back into it and back into it through these email tips that they were receiving. And this is something you just start small and you figure out, like, you make your first sale online. You build your first funnel, you make your first sale online, and then you make another, and then you make another, and then you make another. And like all this learning, all of this being stuck in the loop, all of this buying techniques and tactics and technologies that people promise are going to make you a millionaire, like all of that, you just ditch that in favor of this process where I'm just going to build a sales process online. I'm going to send people to it. I'm going to figure out if it works. If it doesn't work as well as I want, I'm going to try and figure out why. And from there, I'm going to continually try to improve and optimize and develop this. And once I've figured out that process, I may build another funnel and another funnel and another funnel. Or if it's effective and a scalable business and the market's big enough and it is what I want to be doing, I'm just going to keep building that funnel and keep making it better and keep making it better and add things to the back end to increase the customer value and do all of those things that you need to do. And like, I know that this isn't glamorous and glorious and whatever, but honestly, like if you want to succeed at internet marketing, if you want to become a good internet marketer, whether that involves just building a little side income business or building a very substantial business, like this is how you start. You build one thing that works, and then you build on that, and you build on that, and you build on that. So my name is Roy Furr. This has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. If you like the video, click like so the magical algorithms can share it with people like you. You can also share it yourself with people like you, other people who might find it valuable or in social media, so on. Comment, share your opinion. Tell me what you think. If you actually did this, I imagine you did this at some point if you are successful today. And if you are dedicating yourself to doing this, perhaps just throw that in a comment and maybe let us know who you're going to serve and what kind of product or service you're going to offer to the marketplace to provide them value. And be sure that you subscribe. There's a link in the description for you to subscribe here. You can also subscribe at breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com for even more content to help you grow your business online about marketing, copywriting, business building, advertising, selling, personal development, and more. All of that is available by signing up at breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com. You'll get a Monday through Friday email with more content from me. Again, my name is Roy Furr. This is a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I hope you found it valuable, and I look forward to seeing you again in your next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.